Welcome to another day of Ether Raids. We are taking on Ninja Legend here, and man, was that intro too loud? Anyways, yeah, we're gonna use. This team has pretty much become a mainstay, apparently. The Brave units, the Ninja units combination, pretty much, I want to say any combination currently with Ninja Lucina is really, really strong just because of the amount of support that she provides to the team. And it's just undeniable that yeah, she's going to be doing something to help you out through one of the many effects that she gives from that swap effect, the future focused or whatever it's called. Yeah, very, very handy unit to have around. Maybe more than likely even after her killing, or yeah, even after she's unable to take out enemy units, that support that similar to the Chroms, the support that she provides is going to continue to be good. So yeah, she helps out a ton of units, and I can probably say the same for well, maybe not. I don't think there's any other support unit that does something similar currently. Right now, I feel like she's just in a league of her own in terms of how much she contributes to the damage output of a lot of the nukes that we have currently that are lacking in that department. So yeah, very, very good unit. Null follow-up in particular is really good as well.
I will try.
Yeah, she's just fantastic. All right, so yeah, let's get going. And well, ultimately here the play is to get Hector out, which should be pretty straightforward, as you'll see in a little bit. This Hector has a hardy fighter build. What am I saying? A shield fighter build, but unfortunately, no. What's that ring called? The ring. There you go. The Marth ring is not on Hector, which is a choice. Seems to have been deliberately made in exchange for the Ike ring, but really with a setup for shield fighter, you want to have those special cooldowns. So even if it's, I feel like probably should have run Sacred Cowl instead. Even though Bernie would have still gotten the KO, it's just that I don't think it would have been as difficult if he had just put Hardy Fighter on Marth. I mean Marth on Hector. Yeah, it would have been a lot more difficult if he had put Marth on Hector. But yeah, we're gonna. Yeah, I'm. This week is gonna be an interesting week because there's so many things that are changing currently in the meta for Ether Age, based off the new units that we've gotten. The Ling Ring, the safety fence. This is probably like the first week that I want to say it's going to be really, you're going to see it really matter. It's going to start mattering a lot more this week because of the fact that we're going to be getting a lot of units into the game that are actually going to be taking advantage of the mobility, not the mobility, the, what do I want to say, the restrictions that it can create with movement and stuff. So yeah, it's going to be a really interesting week to see how that evolves. And this is just the first match of that. Also, you know, we get to test out Rune to see what he's capable of when he's bonus. He already hits, you know, decently hard, so I can only expect more of the same. I've given him the Lin Ring because, I don't know, I figured, you know, why not just give it to him. Probably would have been better on either Bernadetta or words. It probably would have been better on Bernadetta or Lucina, Ninja Lucina, but I figured, yeah, why not just give it to Rune here, since bonus stats. Let's see how he, you know, he's able to change the game by being able to attack from, you know, range. I just so far in my usage, you know, hitting 4 times is cool and all, but so far in my usage, I've been enjoying the sweep effect more. When, especially like for your 2 range units that are infantry, when they are able to, it's kind of like a pseudo wind sweep that allows them to attack for free, and I've been enjoying that a lot more than being able to quad. But I haven't really built a team around or with, like, let's say Bernadetta or Lucina with the Lin ring. So I don't know, I could potentially change my mind on that. But so far, I've been liking the sweep effects that the ring provides. Potentially, the potential sweep effect, because, you know, distant counter being a thing that also can play a part. But so far, since he already has the warping, it's the only thing that he's lacking is really the sweep effect. So far, he's been, I don't know, he's been, like, in testing and stuff, he's been doing a ton of damage. Just looking at, like, his effects, though, overall, I feel like the skills that he currently comes with, I want to say the Times Pulse Ploy, I don't know, maybe his B skill, I want to say as well. Some of his stuff just, even though his B skill is a perf skill, I don't know, it feels like he's always doing 99 damage, but I feel like we're not seeing his full potential as a unit. I feel like there's some additional skills that could potentially be equipped to him that might bring out his full potential. I just haven't exactly figured out, you know, what those are yet. But he has room to grow as a unit. There's more that he can do, and we just haven't, or at least I haven't seen it yet in terms of what he's capable of doing. I'm half kind of like wanting to go back on that legendary banner to see if I can get some more copies of him, but to be fair, I did go back on that banner, and I've just been getting Hathruns like left, right, and center. So I don't know, it's probably not the best idea for me to do that. You know, they say that your legendaries and your mythics don't choose you. You don't choose them, they choose you. So clearly Becky has decided that she's going to be coming home because she's up to +6 at this point. So I don't know, man. I'm probably going to steer clear of that banner for a little while. He's not going to be back until, like, I don't know, some far off point. I'm hoping that he gets rerun soon from, like, his, but, you know, that one just came out, so I doubt that's going to happen. But yeah, he's not going to be back for a while, so I'm stuck on +2, which is unfortunate because I do want to make him my main light mythic. So I was really hoping to get more merges than I got from the banner, which was really only just the one. So yeah, kind of unfortunate where that's concerned. And then on his debut banner, I got more Laylas. I got like 5 copies of Layla, 6 copies of Layla, and just, you know, 1 of him. So it didn't really work out in my favor. So yeah, we'll see how that happens as we move on. But +5, +5 or +4 Asker, highest merge mythic currently for light season, and I would like to change that. Man, Shadow Shift is just so good on this Lucina, man. It's really, really good. But yeah, should be able to get this done here. I think I got an idea of what I want to do. I'm just trying to map it out in my head, and then we'll close out the rest of the map. Summons, New Year summons. Got, what did I got not much. Unfortunately, I sparked Hathrun at the end, which turned out to be the wrong choice because I ended up getting a copy of her as I was trying to pull towards getting a Hearthfulger. I feel like I wasted 200, 300 orbs, and I only got 1 Hearthfulger after this. I wanted another one because I really wanted to, I want to upgrade my Embla for defense, but it doesn't look like it's going to happen. Probably that's like a Binding Worlds thing. That's probably going to have to happen through that medium. That's like another mythic for Dark Season that I want to upgrade. But yeah, did not get another Hearthfulger. Only got the 1, but she's nuts. Exactly what I wanted from her. The Sabotage instead of the Miracle, I particularly like that. It works out for what I'm looking to do on defense. Even if I want to play on offense, it also works into what I want to do. So I'm very excited about that. But I just really wanted at least 2 more copies, one for the +1 and another to fodder to Embla. But unfortunately that did not happen. So I don't know. I want to spend more orbs on the banner just to get another Hearthfulger, but at the same time, I've already wasted so many orbs. It feels bad, you know? It really does. Just looking at orbs to cost ratio, it really does feel bad. And then Did not get a Neath Harger. She did not come home, so probably gonna have to miss out on that unit, unfortunately. But it's kind of, already. I have so many far saves. We kind of already know what this Neath Harger would have done, so not too much of a miss there. But man, I really wanted that Hearth Vulgar. Unfortunate. I got +2 on Tana. Who has turned out to actually be a lot more interesting than I initially pegged her for. I knew she was like good because of the warping, but I also was like, warping kind of seems to be on the downturn because of, I mean, especially in what I want to say, this light and dark season, I have not been able to use my Edelgard team in quite a while. So yeah, because of barricade. So yeah, warping has been on the downturn. So it's just really unfortunate in terms of what the timing for this Tana. Kind of peculiar for me because of how much warp bubble is currently in the meta, and it looks like they're going into a direction that's going to inhibit warping. So it looks like units that have a combination of those two things is going to be the play. And I don't know, it's mobility, yes, but I don't know how I feel about what it means for a lot of my other units, like Winter Edelgard, Summer Edelgard, that primarily are dependent on warping to get around. So especially the Celica ring to get around, man. I don't really know what it means for that, but we're gonna play one more. I got a match saved up. Okay, here is our second match for the day. We're against, I don't know how to say that, man, but we get the rare opportunity so far to use the Winter Edelgard team, which is my highest scoring team for Light Season because of Ather, as I've been saying. And here we have old lady Tana, the old Tana, the rearmed version, and she's still going strong. Still, I could actually easily swap her out for Petra at this point in time, which was initially the plan. Actually, no, the initial plan was to put Petra on Petra in that other season, Astra Anima, and then I'd probably put one of the Edelgards over there, and then I'd have an Edelgard for both seasons. But I don't know what to do, because now Tana's a thing, so I can put Tana there, or I can put Tana here. So I don't know which one of those avenues is the correct one. And I also have like a free team slot in both seasons, even 2 in Light Season, because lately, one of the things that's been happening, or one of the trends that I'm noticing is Ather is like very, very popular as a, I want to say, mythic. I don't know, like, he's going to be bonus for like the rest of this month, I think, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, so, or actually this should be his last bonus week, actually, because Neathhogger, oh no, I think it's the rest of the month. My bad, let me take that back. I don't know, man. His bonus season should be over soon. So it's going to be interesting to see what that looks like in terms of him being on defenses. If it is that, a lot of people turn him into a near save, which is an idea that I've been toying with. If it is that a lot of people turn him into, I'm trying to decide which one of these supports is better for Edelgard, whether it's Asker's guaranteed follow-up or the extra stats from Rune. I don't know which one of them I'm looking forward to or looking to. That's why I'm delaying my setup here. But yeah, if Tree Man Root, if he becomes more common after his bonuses, or if he's still common after his bonus season, it could potentially mean that I can no longer use my double save team. And I haven't been able to use it like all month since he's come out. I have not been able to use my double save team in Light and Dark season because Fjorm has Null Sea Disrupt, but there is not a near saver that has no counter disrupt. You're stuck with running a melee unit that can equip the no counter disrupt in the beast slot or in the echo seal. So which pretty much narrows down your options to Erica the attune units. Plus, I mean, I have it on also. I have NC the Echo on my Gold Mary, who is very good. So those are pretty much my primary options. The problem is Gold Mary has really high defense, so I can't really partner her with Fjorm. Even though Fjorm has far save, so it kind of works out in my favor in that regards. Because Fjorm has far save, he won't near save Gold Mary. Gold Mary will act as the front line. So that is a team that I could construct. But really, there are certain situations, certain matchups, especially against Sigurd, that Gold Mary might not be the pick. So I don't know. I don't know if it makes sense, especially since I wouldn't bring a Gold Mary team with that particular setup, since I already have Erica, who does both roles with just as effectively. So I don't. It doesn't make any sense for me to build a team around that. If I were to swap Gold Mary for Grima, who is currently the near save on that team. So I don't know. It's just not looking great for that specific team in Light and Dark season because of Ather. So I don't know what I'm going to do about that. So essentially, it's currently an extra slot that I could build a team around. Don't know what type of team composition is going to be there. Originally, the near save team there was to counter Felix because he hits so hard, but then also Gold Mary can defeat Felix because she outspeeds him at least the majority of the time. There are certain situations where I might miscalculate and miss the speed check, so that's also a factor. But if he's warping around, it makes it a lot more difficult to plan around where he's potentially going to go. So it's better in those situations to have the double save near and far. But as I said, there's no near saver that can counter the flash effects. It's also not the worst thing in the world that there isn't a near saver that counters the flash effect. That's not like the worst thing in the world. It's really just that you're just gonna get hit in the face a bunch of times and you won't be able to do anything about it. And that's not always the greatest. So I don't know. I'm probably gonna have to bench that team and figure out some other solution. And also, because of the fact that you have to keep everyone clumped together with a save ball like that, it's more likely that you're potentially gonna get sniped. One of your units is gonna get sniped because you can't really control everything that's going on in that situation. So yeah. Don't know what I'm gonna do. There is a benefit though that Grima has really low defenses, so typically she's getting hit with the other part of the assigned decoy, so it kind of works out in my favor. But yeah, a lot of potentially negative outcomes with that save ball team, so I have not been able to use it since Tree Man has been bonus, and I think he's gonna be fairly popular outside of his bonus season. So it just comes down to whether or not he has barricade or not, which is another one of the problems, because barricade means that my save ball is a lot less mobile, because warping is the main way that I've been moving that team around with guidance on Peony or on Sedith, and with him being a factor again, that team is just feeling less and less viable for Light and Dark season. I'm probably going to have to build some other combination there to make up for it. I don't know exactly what I'm going to do as of yet, but so far it's looking like that team is falling out of the meta. At least for Light and Dark season. Which makes sense because, Embla plus Ather, it's just not a season that you want to be using double save. So yeah, I've been twiddling with the idea of actually using Lyn, Emblem Lyn, on offense for Light season, primarily because when Celica was in her prime, when she just came out, I barely used her, and she fell off a cliff shortly thereafter. So I'm kind of thinking that I probably should get some usage at least out of this Lyn before that fall off happens. So I don't know, I might construct a team around Lyn for Light and Dark season. It feels like it's more than likely going to be the best place to use her since there's no Freyr, or there shouldn't be any Freyr, which also is a problem. I'm kind of drastic need of a Freya ult at this point. I feel like it's a little bit too free in light season. Not because of Lynn, more so because of the safety fence too. I really hate it. But then also, I guess you could combine that safety fence 2 with, I mean, you could subtract Lynn, and safety fence 2 still does not have a countermeasure to it. So Lynn isn't necessarily the problem, because there's going to be another busted unit after Lynn. It's really the safety fence 2. They did not have to do that. It could have just still have been safety fence 1, and it would have been just fine. So, I don't know, I got a lot of team slots open at the moment. I just gotta, get into the kitchen and start cooking up some team comps and trying to figure out what I want to do moving forward with a few of these team compositions, and then take it from there. Sadly, did not get, as I mentioned, New Year's Neathhogger, so there's no... Well, as of this recording, I don't have her. I am heavily tempted to go back in and get another copy of Hearthvelger, so, we can potentially see where that ends up. If I get just the one copy of Hearthvelger, I might, I don't know what I'm going to do with it, but we'll see where that ends up. There are still a bunch of packs that I can get, and, just to get some extra orbs, but it feels like a waste. I don't know, man. A lot on my mind currently as it relates to summoning. And then there's also another banner that's going to be around the corner shortly. I don't know, but this match is over. Fun to use Edelgard again. GG's. See you in the next one.